Hello, welcome to another Gundam Operation 2 video. That is the Unicorn Gundam, and I got a match here for you on military base, and I believe it's a raiding match as well. And yeah, so the suit that's supposed to have alternate form, NTD mode. Yeah, I just forget that I have it. Not really forget. There's moments during the match where I strategized using it at some point, and I just never did. I just forget. Apparently the enemy team doesn't have a single new type, so it never activated. But that's fine because the Unicorn, although you really want to do the NTD mode and Awakening mode, because it's really beneficial, the base model does have a few advantages. You do have really high range strength. I guess that's what was going through my mind was, okay, I'm too low to activate NTD because it screwed me over more than help me. So I think I'm just going to continue poking with my range weapons, and that's just kind of what I did. And I still went for melee half the time. So yeah, if you're gonna pick this suit, you definitely want to actually be melee. You want to be using your melee when you go in NTD mode. Even in Awakening mode, since you take less damage, you do less damage, but you take less damage, and you can still do a lot because your range strength is, your melee strength is high in NTD mode. That's the thing with this suit, is that the range strength and the melee strength, the base stats will swap pretty much. I say swap; they don't actually swap; they just change. The range strength on this suit is already 50%, and that's why I made a range build for this suit. And then the melee strength is 20, but that 20 becomes 50 at an NTD mode. And yeah, that thing can do some pretty crazy combos. However, you do have your health drained, so there are some moments where you probably don't want to use NTD mode. And yeah, again, that's probably what was going through my head here. Was like, okay, yeah, I don't think I'll use it when I have let's see, 1,314 14 health. Yeah, no, let's not use NTD mode. Although maybe I could go back to my base, because you can actually outpace the drain by repairing. But that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this enemy Unicorn. Apparently he sent some new types. He's using his NTD mode. I just haven't yet. And I believe we're going to make our way to C here in a second. But yeah, getting on with the Unicorn here. I believe there's a moment or two here where I actually was pretty aggressive on enemy Unicorns. If you guys remember my initial thoughts, I haven't really run into a few Unicorns that I've just been absolutely terrified yet. Don't get me wrong, there's ones that definitely know the combo game to it, right? But I think a few times this match, I actually catch enemy Unicorns trying to do what I thought they were going to do, where the beam Magnum, technically the Unicorn doesn't have an instant stun, so people are going to try and use the fastest thing this suit has, which is the beam Magnum. Beam Magnum does charge really fast, and a lot of times some Unicorn players will just they focus on that, and get it, focusing beam rifle, but so I take advantage of that. It's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and pressure you real fast. Either you're going to shoot your load, and then you have to wait a while to use it, or you're going to have to dodge roll, you're going to have to tackle, you're going to have to waste something for it, right? And half the time it works in my advantage because I'm getting really close to them to damage them, and they're busy trying to shoot their beam rifle, right? So it has worked in my advantage in some moments. I think it might have worked a few times this match, maybe once or twice. I know it's worked in plenty of other matches. But yeah, the main thing with this suit though is that once you activate that NTD mode, you gotta use that NTD mode. That makes the suit shine. And apparently, we're getting the Banshee as well, and the Banshee is pretty much the Unicorn without Awakening mode with its melee. It does have a heavy attack, and it looks like it's got some pretty sick looking moves. And the HP drain is actually slower on the Banshee. So I hope you can practice your NTD mode now with Unicorn, so you can get better with the Banshee. And yeah, the Banshee is looking to be a pretty strong raid. Again, like I said, I haven't really encountered too many of the Unicorns I've been absolutely terrified of. But the Banshee, apparently you can combo off your downswing into a heavy attack with the claw. So yeah, I'm actually kind of terrified of that. Because I can, potentially lose all my health from one encounter with the Banshee, so that has me terrified. And hey, NTD mode, no, I'm gonna counter you, and you're gonna die now. Good. And let's continue moving on. Enemy team is, well, okay, never mind, we beat them back, so I was about to say they're in our faces. I think that's later in the match, but, yeah. But yeah, the Unicorn overall, though, it is a strong suit, even though I keep saying, like, oh, it's not that bad. It does have really powerful benefits. You know, just the Beam Magnum alone, you know, have blast radius, charges really fast, does a lot of damage. The Shroudal Bazooka, great stun accumulation weapon. And of course, you have that NTD mode, which gives you 2 melee weapons. It doesn't increase your priority, which a lot of raids or, you know, suits with 3 melee priority should keep in mind. The Unicorn does not get 2 melee priority, so you can melee through him. So keep that in mind. I've definitely taken advantage of that with using suits like the EZZ. The EZZ, even though, actually, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember if the Shroudal Bazooka can actually stun a EZZ on the direct hit. If it's like boosting at low health. But either way, you can still melee through the Unicorn. You know, like that Bjarlant's running through. For some reason, speaking of that Bjarlant, I'm going to go ahead and shoot him once. I'm about to die. I'm not going to die. I just want to get extra damage on the Bjarlant. For some reason, the enemy Unicorn just got really aggressive. He started team attacking the Bjarlant. I guess he just got really pissed off that he's losing. That's unfortunate for the Bjarlant, because it seems like he was doing okay. And they're even winning, so I guess he was getting a little bit salty over something, but yeah, suits the melee priority 3 is still good. Of course, just your typical suits that can stop maneuver armor, like even though, is there even a 700 Ifrit Schneed? I don't think there is, but still the shotgun obviously works on maneuver armor. The C1, if there's even a C1 700, you know, heavy staggers, I should say just heavy staggers will work on the Unicorn. And of course, just pure damage output, even though that'll make them want to activate their NTD mode. Yeah, there's some situations, like I said, that you probably don't want to activate NTD mode because you're going to start losing health. You'll get crazy benefits, but if you're at, you know, 300 health, you're going to die in one hit, so... Oh man, I thought I hit the Unicorn there. No, that was straight on his eye field too. And that wasn't direct hit. Nice. Anyway, we're getting really aggressive. Last minute of the match, 11,000 to 11,000 and both 300. Oh no, now they're hit by 1,000 points. So now we have to play catch up at the last 40 seconds. Fortunately, we do kill the Awakened Unicorn here. And I make my way towards the Super Gundam. Fortunately, another enemy teammate did not run up on me. Because having a Super Gundam and another suit shoot me at the same time would be very painful. So we're going to go ahead and finish off the Super Gundam here and rally back to our team now that we got ourselves another kill to stay ahead. Even though we were ahead. Just in case, you know. 14,000, 12,000. Last almost 10 seconds left in the match. And yeah, I didn't activate NTD mode once. Well, I lied. I activated it once at the very end. But then I didn't use it. There we go. No need for NTD. Even though it would probably be a lot better doing it. But hey, timeout. Good works all around. Let's see what we got going on here today. Mission completed. And let's see what we got for the score here. Unicorn's tiny. It's a manlet. And hey, top individual, top assist, and top damage. Over 100k. Nice. And going to praise some teammates here. Couldn't choose between the Sinanju and the EZZ, so I went for Sinanju. And hey, first place, 4-2. And yeah, I did pretty well for not using NTD mode once, which, to be fair, there are some benefits. Again, like I said, you do have a lot more range strength to work with that can help against like certain raids. You're still a pretty decent suit even without NTD mode. Again, I'm playing more like a supporting role. But you really ought to learn how to use NTD mode, which I'll be trying to do with the Unicorn. Because it's a lot better if you do learn it that way. Do not try to do like a range build like I'm doing. But yeah, that's going to be it. And if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you want. I'd really appreciate it. And you know, type up in the other comment section how you feel about the Unicorn. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And you know, let me know if you had the same problem with some touchpad skills. For some reason, exam suits, I just always forget exam suits have exams in them, like the Toad Shredder. The Toad Shredder, I can do super amazing with the Toad Shredder and not use the Hades mode once. And this suit, it's funny because this suit, it actually, I like have to make myself remember, oh yeah, I lose a little bit of health. I should check my health real fast. Oh, hey, NTD mode activated. Let's activate that. So I actually have been good at remembering that I'm using NTD mode, but like I said, I got caught up in a bunch of, oh, well, if this happens, okay, so if I go over here, I've been caught up in a bunch of thoughts for this match about when to activate it, and I just never did, and it worked out for me. If I would have activated, I think it probably would have helped out in certain areas in terms of like damage. But yeah, we did pretty nice. And yeah, I'll probably play the Unicorn a few more times. I might give the Banshee a go, because the Banshee, even though that's not one of those suits I'd probably be playing for forever, it looks fun. You know, it looks cool. Its heavy attack looks fucking sweet. It pulls out the claw and it like stretches out, and then it slams it down on the ground and combo into itself, which is actually kind of disgusting. But and apparently, from the description of one of its skills, it sounds like it gets melee priority 4, which is weird, but we'll see how that goes when the Banshee comes out, which at this point, it already has come out. By the time this video is posted, even though I made references to it coming out, it is out, so we'll see how it is. And yeah, with that, I will see you guys later. Bye.